Hello, take two. I'm out in the wild. Rebecca's left the house. That deserves a round of applause. Way hey. I never leave the house. Now, I do leave the house to go to the post office and to go to the local shop. I'm leaving it at that. I'm not going to tell you where else I go because I don't want to. Because it's private. If you want to know, then ask me. And I probably won't tell you anyway because I don't reply to messages. But yeah, I'm out. It's really hot today. It says it's 33.5 degrees and it's just turned midday. And I've got loads of stuff to do and I thought I'd just do a clip in the car. I don't know how this camera's looking, so I usually use the other side. So, you know, when you start recording and you can see yourself. And I think that's really distracting because when I'm recording a video, I don't want to look at me. I want to look into the camera. Look into my eyes, not around the eyes. Don't get distracted. I don't like looking at myself. Not for because I don't like the way I look. Not that I don't think, way, hey, I'm gorgeous, I'm stunning, look at me. No, I don't think that at all. I'm bloody not. But I think I don't like looking at myself when I'm recording because I noticed as well, here we go again, Rebecca's opinions. You know, when you watch people's YouTube videos, this is really off-putting when I see this, and they're clearly using the camera that they can see themselves on. So like on your phone, you can see yourself as you're recording. People haven't grasped the concept of looking at the camera. So when you watch people's content, they're looking at themselves, and I think it's really off-putting. And I think, why don't you just look in the camera? Because when I used to record that way, I used to look into the camera. And occasionally I look at myself to make sure I'm in shot because you can see if it's lined up. But the quality of the camera is worse as well on the front. And I've noticed that people just look directly at themselves as they're talking. And I think that's really bizarre. Because I used to hate, well, not hate, hate's a strong word, but I used to dislike recording like that. I know I look around when I record and people mention that. But that's another reason. It's not ADHD, as people are like, oh, it's ADHD, and they're like the trends of everyone pretending to have autism and ADHD at the moment, which is infuriating for somebody who has got autism and has struggled her whole life. But that's another subject for another day. But everyone's pretending to have ADHD and autism. I've struggled my whole life with this, but I look around purely because it's hypervigilance. Who's about, what's about, and it's ingrained into you. So part of our training, you have to be aware of your surroundings, so it's kind of like a part of a hypervigilance. But yeah, anyway, that's another story for another day. So we're getting busy on here, so I'm gonna go. This bloke keeps moving his car. It's a bit bizarre. There's a bloke next to me, right, who keeps reversing his car and he keeps changing car parking spaces and he keeps looking over, and I'm thinking it's probably nothing to it, but it's a little bit strange because he's moved his car 3 times now. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go and carry on with my day. Because every time I put the camera on, I've got a rant. Oh, Rebecca's opinion comes out. There's always something. But there we go. I've got things to do. So it's getting too hot in here. So I'm going to head off. Sweaty. Remember to use your deodorant. In fact, don't just use deodorant. Go and wash. Remember to wash. It is too hot, though. It's too hot. So this is what I mean when people record. So I've got the front camera on now so I can see myself. But if I was to look at myself, I'm talking and I'm looking at me now, so you can't see me and it's not making eye contact. And as somebody autistic, I don't like making eye contact myself. But when I do this, I'm looking into your eyes. Way. But my point is, when people do this, they look at the camera and I think, but you're just talking, it's peculiar because you can just see where the camera is and do that. If you don't know where it is, then just find out where it is and look, because then you're not looking at yourself. I don't like recording this way anymore because this camera is not as good, as you can tell. So let's flip it around. Rebecca's wise words of advice. Not really advice. Life hacks with Rebecca. I don't know of any life hacks apart from be happy. Don't worry, be happy, and always look on the bright side of life, and it doesn't matter what goes on, just always look on the bright side of life. And I was watching some Monty Python the other day, actually. It's bloody hilarious. I've forgotten how funny the sketches are. Obviously you've got the films, Monty Python films, but just some of the sketches are so well written. And Yeah, it was really good. The parrot sketches are one of the famous ones, isn't it? But there was a few other sketches that I've come across that I've completely forgotten about. And some Hale and Pace as well. I've been watching some Hale and Pace. Absolutely bloody hilarious. But yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know where I got onto that. Oh yeah, always look on the bright side of life. That was it. The Life of Brian, isn't it? Oh no, is it The Life of Brian? He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. That one. It's The Life of Brian, isn't it? Because it's Brian, isn't it? That's bloody hilarious as well. But anyway, that's going back a while, isn't it, to Monty Python. I bet there's people who don't even know what Monty Python is. Probably think it's a man's name. Who's Monty Python? Who is this Monty Python you speak of? But yeah, it's the good old days which are behind us now. But we have to... Now, these days, do you ever think of this? These days here are going to be the good old days, eventually. This is why you've got to go and enjoy your life. Because you're going to look back in 10 years' time, or even 5 years' time, and look back thinking, oh, bloody hell, I didn't do anything. All I did was work hard and was miserable, really, and I didn't have anything to show for it. So I'm not bloody happy, didn't create any memories. You got to go and live your life. That's my advice. Go out and do what you want. I hope this is recording, because I can't actually tell now because I've flipped the camera around. But you have to go and make memories, because the good old days you look back on, and you've got to have something to remember. And, well, I go on about the good old days, but they weren't really good days. Some of them were good days, but most of them were the bad old days. But that's not a real good saying, is it? The bad old days. The bad old days, oh. The good old days. People say these expressions, and I think, what? You know, there's loads of expressions people say. What else do people say? There's loads of things I think's bizarre. There's a lot of black country sayings that, in the black country, we've got a lot of sayings. And I think, what on earth? Like, from the rest of the world or the rest of the country, people think it's bizarre. But it's just the norm. And you don't realise until you go somewhere different when people think, what does that word mean? Or what does that expression mean? We've got a different language in the black country. Different culture. Not bad. Yeah, I think that you've got to go and enjoy your life. I'm just ranting. This is just going to be a random video with clips put together, and just nobody will watch this. I can guarantee nobody will watch this. Or a couple of people watch it out of sheer curiosity because they're being nosy. What's she doing now? What's she saying now? You can keep watching, but I'm not going to share my things I'm doing with you. I'm just talking a load of crap. And it's up to you to decide whether I'm being serious or not. Does she mean it? Does she not? What is she doing? What is she... No, on a serious note, though, yeah, it's up to you to decide whether you like my videos, because I'm just waffling. What am I doing today? I've just made a salmon sandwich. In fact, that's a lie. It was a salmon wrap. It was a wrap with some salmon on. So the salmon was out of a tin. You know, you put a little bit of vinegar on. Whoa, yes! I put a bit of pepper in it. Perfect. And I've had some hula hoops. Way. Oh no, I shouldn't be showing that, because I'm not doing, you know, when people show their things, don't be doing brand deals. No, well, I'm not sponsoring them, so I shouldn't be bloody showing them on my channel. So yeah, this is why I don't do hauls anymore. But on a serious note now, what are all these expressions I come out with? People come out with ridiculous expressions, don't they? It's my catchphrase. I don't know what my catchphrase would be. That would be it. Silence. I've got a cup of tea as well. Bought myself a new mug, shall I show you? Oh yeah, my finger's going to be in the shot. Hang on. I'm left-handed, so hang on a sec. I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm going to spill it all over me now. Can you see the mug? I don't even know if you can see. I normally set this up on a tripod. I've got a ring light. I didn't tell you, did I? I've got a ring light. I'm a proper creator. What? Anyway, I'm having a sip of this. Cheers, guys. I bought... I went in for a second sip. Not drinking the Kool-Aid, drinking the tea. But I have bought a ring light, and it is very good. And I actually bought it. I'm not going to tell you, actually, because I don't want to tell you what I'm doing, because it's none of your business, really. I don't mean that in a rude way, but I mean, you'll find out one day. As in, you wait and find out these opportunities. But I bought a ring light, and it's really helping with photos for reselling. And I don't have a light set up. People go to these sort of... They spend a lot of money on their sort of light setups. But what people do, some people have got like a proper setup with lighting. I just used to normally use the daylight, the sunshine. Certain parts of my home I used to do photos, and you get the light. And now the ring light has really been beneficial to get some photos done, especially with glass, photographing glass, because that can be really tricky, especially when you buy a piece that is really shiny or it's got a gloss on it. I don't particularly mean glass, but I mean glass can be difficult to photograph, and that's probably another thing people don't really like doing glass. You have to have a technique to it. My photos aren't the best, but anything with a sheen and a shine. A sheen and a shine. Start a song. A sheen and a shine and a gloss to it. So it's those sort of things, if you follow what I'm trying to say. And that can be really difficult to take photos of. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I bought a ring light and it's really helped a lot with that. But you have to get the angle right. And I think, because sometimes I wear glasses, I see this a lot as well with people. It does make me smile. But when people put a ring light on and you can see that, to be fair, my eyes, you can see them in my eyes because my eyes are brown. So when I've got my ring light on, I haven't got it on now. It's over there, facing away from me. It's turned its back on me, you see. It's over there. But you can see it in my eyes sometimes. Look into the eyes. And I don't start with the eye puns. That got me in trouble at work once. Oh, I'm not going to tell you that story. I'm not on it. Yeah. I thought I was going to have... yeah, I did. Yeah, let's not talk about that. That did get me in trouble, yeah. Couldn't help myself. It just came out and I couldn't stop myself. So the ring light, when you're wearing glasses and people put it directly in front of themselves and you can see the ring light in the glasses and it's distracting. But if you angle it at the right angle, you get rid of the glare. And sometimes you need another tripod as well to set up your camera, or your phone, but it gets rid of that glare. Anyway, nobody really cares about this because I've got all these tips and tricks and hacks and nobody really wants to know anyway because I'm quite boring. So I'm not going to tell you all my tips and tricks because you don't care anyway. You're going to just go and follow all the hype and drink the Kool-Aid. Drinking the Kool-Aid. No, seriously though, it's just the angles, isn't it, of how you angle the ring light and that. I don't have to talk about some boring stuff. I've had a year of hibernation and I'm back out. I'm back out into the wild. I'm back home. 10 minutes have been out. I'm like, oh, that's enough for me. Back in the house, lock myself away, barricade myself in, never leaving again. I'm going to be in for the rest of the week. Nah, I'll probably go and sit out and talk to my neighbours later and annoy them. That's what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. Remember me? Nah, no, I get on with my neighbours actually. I've never spoken to them so much in my life. I've got really good neighbours actually, yeah, we do all get on. But it's really nice at the moment with the sunshine. It's just a bit hot, so we all keep ourselves to ourselves, but we do have a little chat and stuff. But no, it's good, it's not bad. It's about as sociable as I get, really. And then I just hide myself away, getting everything done, like videos and writing bits. I'm doing other projects on the side. Projects. Did you notice how I said that, project, to make myself sound like I'm really doing something big? Way! A project. No, I have got some things in the pipeline on a serious note, but I keep myself to myself and get everything done I need to. Which, on that note, I do need to get some more listings sorted for eBay. So I'm getting through that. I went to the charity shop today. I don't have to show you what I bought. No, I'm not actually. I'm not going to show you. It's glass. What a surprise. As a glass dealer. Well, what else would you expect? But yeah, I bought some glass. Some nice pieces actually. And again, yeah, very, very reasonably priced. Cheap, very cheap. And I've got to get that processed and sorted, so it's still in the bag. I had my lunch because I was absolutely starving. I've not had any lunch I had a bowl of cereal, cornflakes. I feel like a teenager again. I have that for breakfast now, like a bowl of cornflakes or some, I don't know, shredded wheat or something. Or not shredded wheat, but malted wheats or whatever the supermarket own brand stuff is. With a bit of coconut milk I can't have dairy milk. Because I don't want to get into the reasons why, but I was drinking too much dairy. And it's not good for your health. Not full fat milk. So I've had to cut back on all that stuff. So I know I'm on the coconut milk, which is a lot healthier, but I like the full fat milk. I was drinking too much of it though. It was very tasty. So I've had to reduce that. So when I go out for a coffee milkshake, I'm still obviously having milk in it, because it's a latte is all milk, isn't it? And a bit of coffee, so it's like a coffee milkshake. And that, for me, is my downfall. I tried something new the other day. I am very set in my ways, so if I go somewhere, I have to know what I want to order, and I'll eat or drink the same thing over and over and over, repeatedly, until I'm sick of it. Now, when I go to a coffee shop, I order the same thing, and it will always be a latte. And I tell you, I don't like to venture out of that. Occasionally, I might have a hot chocolate, occasionally, but it's always a latte, nothing else. And I went into a coffee shop a couple of weeks ago, and I had an iced latte. And I know it's still a latte, but it was iced, and it was cold, and it was scorching hot outside, and it's hit the spot, I tell you. And I thought, why do I just restrict myself to one thing? Because I don't like change. Oh, it's the end of the world, and I'm fighting and arguing with myself. I'm not doing this. I get defensive, and I'm thinking, no, I should push myself out of my comfort zone. And this is just an example of what it's like being autistic. It's a real bloody struggle. But if I go out and eat somewhere, not that I go out very often, but I have to look at the menu beforehand and know what I'm going to have. Otherwise, it will take me forever to pick something, because I will not know what to pick. And it's very stressful. But I have to know in advance, because I like to eat the same thing over and over. This is why I don't have takeaways very often, and I don't do anything like that. Plus, you've got to go out and deal with the public. I like talking to people. I am very socially awkward, and I don't like being around people, but I actually really like being around people at the same time. I'm very socially awkward, so I can be very chatty and talkative, which a lot of people don't understand. You're autistic, you shouldn't be like that. Yeah, but I love that. I think that part of that comes from my job, where you have to. I've been forced to talk and communicate for all these years, and I actually quite like it. And, I feel like I can be myself, I like talking to people. It doesn't mean I want to spend time with people all the time. I like to be on my own, lock the doors, and that's it, shut the outside world out. But it's great. But yeah, I had a latte. I had an iced latte, and I thought that's beautiful. These are the things, and I know I'm making a bit of light-hearted, joking side to this. Well, I'm not very grammatically. I'm also dyslexic, so I'm not grammatically correct. I think how do you phrase these things? Not very politically correct at times either, but let's not talk about that one. However, I don't mean to be. It's a real struggle at times. But I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, but it's a struggle being autistic, because I'm laughing and joking about it, but these are the things that most people just think, well, just go and choose something different. I know, but I've got to research it first. I've got to research, what's it like? What if I don't like it? It's a waste of money, and it's going to ruin the experience. And that's why I'm single. This is easier that way. No, I'm single out of choice, actually. But I'm one of these people, right? And I'm not even going to start this conversation, because people are going to think it's weird. But I am going to go and get some listings done, because I've got listings ready. I'll get everything scheduled. So again, organisation. I've got a lot scheduled, ready to go. So I do it, most of mine is like 2 weeks in advance, and then I just work on from there. So I've got loads of drafts as well. So I've got about a month's worth of listings on eBay ready to go. It's crazy. I think bloody hell. But yeah, I've got a month's worth of listings ready to go. So I think, is it about 2 or 3 weeks? I can't remember how far in advance you can schedule. I think it might be 2 weeks. But then anything after that you can't schedule, what I will do is keep it in drafts. And then when you are able to schedule it, then that's what I do. But I think I've got about a month's worth of items ready to go. And it's like 5 a day, which is really good. And I think this is the best time of year to be getting your listing sorted. So getting everything drafted and ready and scheduled. Because it's no good throwing everything onto eBay in one go. Putting it all up in one go, because you've got to spread it out. Slow and steady wins the race. Be the tortoise, not the hare. And once you get into the routine and the swing of it, it's it's all right. I try and set myself certain goals a day with my reselling and with my sort of listing and other thing. I'm doing other things as well. So those, I set a bit of time aside. Nobody's really interested in my daily routine. I bet you didn't even give a damn what I'm doing. You probably don't even care what I'm doing, but I'm telling you anyway. So you can skip past this because it's incredibly boring. But you've got to just have organisation, haven't you? I think it's taken a long time for me to get to this point because of obviously everything going on over the past 12 months. But you need to do it, otherwise you will suffer in the long run. And I think organisation is a real big, important part of it. I don't have as many I used to have all these notebooks and diaries, and I used to be crazy. I love a good notebook. I love stationery. It's like a stationery fetish, I guess. I've always liked stationery and pens. I don't know why. I've got a thing for notebooks. And I've started to use my notebooks for things that I'm actually working on at the moment. And not just buying notebooks for the sake of it, because it's clutter. I don't know what is wrong with me sometimes with this. I should have put this on a tripod because my hand's aching. It's probably a really unflattering angle. It just helps me to keep on track. I've got a diary that I use. A lot of people use things on their phone. So I'm of a generation where we use diaries. And some people who are younger than me are like, what's a diary? Acting like I'm like in the 1930s. Yes, I'm just like living through World War II or something. And I'm like, no, diaries are good. There's nothing wrong with them. But I just write down what I need to do in the day. So little appointments. But to be fair, again, with my autism, I'm very good at remembering dates and things like that. So I usually know what I'm doing and I'm very good at remembering dates. I'm not very good at remembering the other important stuff I need to remember, but I'm very good at remembering certain things. And that's one of the strengths of autism, really, pattern recognition, seeing things other people don't see. And that's infuriating because I also don't fit in as a result of that, because seeing a different perspective, and that's not always a good thing because nobody else sees it and then they think you're bloody mad and, oh no, you're just being overly cautious, you're being a conspiracy theorist. And then when these things start to play out, everyone's like, oh, how did you know? Were you psychic? No, it's just I can recognise patterns. And I've seen these things repeat, history repeats itself. I've seen it multiple times, certain things. And again, I don't fit in. So I just stay quiet and just let things unfold. And I might say, well, this is going to happen. Or I can see this isn't going to end well. And then people think you're being funny and they get defensive, and then it's hard. But anyway, I'm digressing. I'm getting my life back on track. So it's a work in progress of trying to, I don't know, keep organised. Motivation just to keep going. And anyway, I'm doing a YouTube video to distract myself now. So I'm going to go and crack on and get some stuff done. I bought some glass, so I'm going to get that sorted and it will be prepared and sorted by the end of the day. It's 10 to 2. And I think there's 3 items I bought, or 3 or 4. 3 items, I think. Just all glass. I bought a pair of trousers for myself. Really nice trousers, so I'm hoping they fit. Just a £5 for some trousers. So that was very nice. A treat. And then that's it, really. If they don't fit me, I just flog them on Vinted. Simple as that. Get some money back and get a profit. That's why I don't mind buying stuff from charity shops myself, because the stuff that doesn't fit me, I just sell it on Vinted. And then that's it. I was only doing a quick test video, really, to see. Let's put a few clips together, and then 20 minutes later, I'm still waffling. Yeah, I'm enjoying being back on YouTube, but I'm not really sure where this is going to take me. I've got other things I'm focusing on at the moment and working towards, so we'll see. But I'm going to get on, have my cup of tea, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching if you did. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Cheesy, isn't it, there? Well, you might unsubscribe, and that's absolutely fine too. I get it, because it's not going to be for everybody. However, I'm going now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.